Crystal from Snake Racing.
And I'm Simon from Tuft Suspension.
And today we're going to be taking a look at steering dampeners.
And the different types that we do.
And which type is best suited to your needs. A steering dampener is a shock-absorbing device designed to prevent uncontrolled oscillation or wheel wobble in your steering mechanism.
So those vehicles that have been fitted with a steering dampener from the factory, you'll find that one end is mounted to a fixed point on the chassis rail and the other end is mounted to the steering arm.
Simon, can you tell us about the benefits from replacing your steering dampener?
Yeah, certainly, Crystal. One of the main benefits would be the fact that when you're getting a fair bit of wheel wobble coming through the steering wheel and trying to slow down that motion with a really good steering dampener.
So you're telling us that you can reduce driver fatigue by reducing the wheel wobble?
Yeah, look, you certainly can reduce a fair bit of fatigue. There's nothing worse than driving a car for a long distance and having a lot of negative feedback coming through the steering wheel. A good steering dampener should be able to slow down all those motions and make the vehicle feel very easy to drive.
The first modification that I want to do to my four-wheel drive is fit larger tyres. Simon, does fitting larger tyres have an effect on the steering damper?
Yeah, look, it certainly does, Crystal. By fitting a larger tyre to your four-wheel drive, it certainly increases the chances of actually getting a lot more feedback through the steering wheel.
So it amplifies the wheel wobble then?
Yeah, definitely. I'd say the larger tyre, the more mass, and that certainly does increase the problem.
There's a range of steering dampeners available. Simon, why has Tuft developed the 4 different types?
Yeah, again, it's a good question, Crystal. We basically have developed 4 different types just due to the application and also the different styles of four-wheel driving we can do. Whether it's around town or out in the country or even in the outback, we've come up with 4 different selections for the application.
So basically there's a steering dampener for everybody, depending on your vehicle type and the driving that you're going to be doing. To find out which steering dampener best suits your needs, we're going to take you through the 4 choices. Simon.
Thanks, Crystal. The first steering dampener we have here is the Tuft 35mm ball. The ends have been friction welded with extra welding put in there for double strength if you like to make sure those ends do not break off. It's a foam cell steering damper, 35mm ball, steel stone shield, and is a direct replacement for OEM damper.
This is the return to centre steering stabiliser. The unique coil-over design means the steering wheel will always return to the straight ahead position. So if your vehicle is feeling a little bit wandering or the steering is feeling a bit vague, the RTC steering stabiliser is the one for you.
The next steering dampener we have here is the Tuft SV steering damper. It's a foam cell steering dampener offering a 22mm rod shaft. One of the unique things you'll notice about this steering dampener is that it has an external knob adjuster on the outside of the shock, and that's mainly used to be able to adjust the dampening force for those guys that are running different size tyres, different applications. This is definitely one for the hard operator.
Apart from the impressive size and visual appeal, the large return to centre steering stabiliser has the same features as the smaller RTC stabiliser but on a bigger scale. This steering dampener is designed for Toyota Land Cruisers and Nissan Patrols with a 4-inch or greater lift. Tuft have developed a steering damper to suit all four-wheel drive applications that bolt onto original mounts. Simon, how do you know when it's time to replace your steering damper?
Crystal, the most obvious would be when you see oil trickling on the outside of the actual steering dampener. It's basically a sign that the actual piston rod can no longer seal and oil is able to bypass past that seal. The other obvious part would be experiencing negative feedback through the steering wheel, having all sorts of shinging coming through the steering wheel as well. Once you've basically assessed that you've got all those problems going on, or at least one of them, it's a good time to put a new steering dampener onto your four-wheel drive.
To find out more or to place an order, visit us online at www.snakeracing.com.au.